Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's program. My name is Tanya Lewis, and I am an adult services librarian here at the Sugar Creek branch of the Charlotte Mecklenburg Library. I'm really excited today to bring you this program. It's being done in collaboration and partnership with our counterparts over at Charlotte Mecklenburg. I am so excited for this program. This is something that myself, Brad, and Carlo have worked together, and a couple other people that are behind the scenes. But we are going to be bringing you information directly from representatives from Mecklenburg County about available programs to assist you with property tax related expenses. So I want to welcome Brad Fowler from the Mecklenburg County Assessor's Office and Carlo Battle from Mecklenburg County Department of Community Resources. And I am just so grateful and thankful that they took time out of their schedules today to come and bring this information to help members of our community. Today's program will be recorded. So if you do not wish to be recorded, please turn off your camera and change your name, how it appears on your Zoom window. That way you will not be captured as part of the recording. As part of the recording. However, if you have questions or anything like that, please, we will have a Q&A session at the end. So you're welcome to have your questions answered directly from them as well. And with that, I will go ahead and I will turn it over to Brad first, and then Carlo will be speaking second. So welcome.
Thank you, Tanya. Yes, my name is Brad Fowler. As Tanya said, I'm super excited to be here to talk about some of the property tax relief that folks can get within the community that they may be unaware of. And so just want to take kind of a few minutes to go through that. I currently serve as the division director for real property and handle all of the real estate assessment, if you will, within the county. And kind of charged with making sure that these programs are monitored and applications are received and gone through and that sort of thing. And so this is just a really good opportunity for us to get out the word to the community about some of these programs that we have. Tanya, we can just go ahead and go through the second slide. We'll go to the next one. Yep. And so the first program is the Homestead Exclusion program. A lot of times now here in Mecklenburg County and really all across the state and the country for that matter, we have an issue where home prices continue to rise. The value of your property is obviously what impacts how much property tax you pay and can certainly be a burden to those that may not have the funds that are required to pay those bills. And so this is a program for our elderly population, folks that are 65 or older, and they meet certain income requirements to have some assistance. If you are 65 years or older and you make less than $31,500 per year, and that number changes from year to year, then you could potentially and will potentially qualify for this exemption or exclusion, I should say. And what that does is it knocks down your property tax bill in half. So where you may have a tax bill of just to make up a number of $1,000, it would knock it down to $500. So hopefully to make that a little bit more affordable to those folks who are in that situation and need that assistance. We can go to the next slide, Tanya. There we go. The next is something very similar. It is called the Homestead Circuit Breaker Program. It's not as used and not as prevalent in our office, but it still is available. And the state has looked into this and figured out that, $31,500 in this case that we talked about before, folks may just not qualify by just a small amount. And so they wanted to have another program that would be that would help folks out that may make just a little bit too much. And so this Homestead Circuit Breaker program certainly does that. This is a little bit different. You still have to be 65 or older. And I should have said on the other, or you can be permanently, totally and permanently disabled. That's another qualifier, even if you're not 65. But in this case, you can make up to $47,250. That's for 2021. That number changes from year to year based on the state's guidelines. Taxes are limited to 5% of your income. So 5% of your income is all that you would pay taxes on. Now, the difference in this program and the one we just spoke about, the Homestead program, the Homestead proper, it allows you to eliminate 50% of your taxes. This one, you eliminate up to 5% of your income, obviously is all you would pay. But if something happens and there's a disqualifying event, and in this case, I've got down here upon death or other disqualifying events, such as you sell the home or something like that, then there are deferred taxes that you have to pay. So the amount that you got relief on, you have to pay that back with interest for the preceding 3 years. So in essence, if you were in this program and you were in it for 3 years, it really wouldn't do you a whole lot of good because you are going to have to pay that money back. But in this program, if you were in it for, if you planned on living in your residence for a good while, you were in it for 10, 15, 20 years, obviously only to have to pay back that those 3 years would be a very big deal and would be very helpful. And so just another option there. Again, this one's not used nearly as much as the Homestead program that I mentioned before, but we do have a few people in Mecklenburg County who are enrolled in this. So the application process is this. The applications are due January the 1st through June the 1st of each year. Myself, along with my boss, Ken Joyner, who is the assessor of Mecklenburg County and is responsible for all things assessment in Mecklenburg County, ultimately, he and I are both very much in lockstep that the application process is there January 1st through June 1st. However, if someone is late, if you do happen to fill out a late application, there is a mechanism that we can use within our office in taking it to our Board of Equalization and Review and seek approval for those late applications. And if someone who qualifies for this, we certainly want them to be in the program because we understand that they desperately, need that relief based on those income requirements that we have established. So this is something that, once again, the application process is January 1 through June 1 statutorily, but we do have some other mechanisms to help folks out if they're a little bit late on that for sure. And also, before you switch, Tony, sorry. Also, you can mail in the applications or you can come by Valerie C. Woodard and fill out an application there. It's super simple. We have a dedicated staff who, when folks do come in, they'll help them fill those applications out if need be. So. And then finally, just once again, contact our office. There is our phone number, 980-314-4226. These programs can be super beneficial. And if you, whether it be yourself or someone that you know, a relative or that sort of thing, please get the word out because we certainly want everyone in the community to take part in these programs if they so qualify, because they are super helpful to those individuals that really need this help. Thank you. And any questions?
Thank you so much, Brad. That is really valuable information. And just as a reminder, I know we had one person that joined a little bit later. This is being recorded. So part of why we're doing this is also the recording itself will be available on the library's YouTube channel, so that if you know people that you would like for them to get this information, you'll be able to send them that link as well. All right, so this is information for you, but we are also recording it to make it available to continue to distribute within our community to make sure that people get the word out. Awesome. Thank you so much, Brad. And with that, we will move on to Carlo.
Awesome. Ready? All right. So thank you, Tanya. As Tanya stated, my name is Carlo Battle. I am with the Mecklenburg County Department of Community Resources. I serve as the CRC manager at the Community Resource Center. And so I want to thank again Tanya and Brad for the partnership, and thank you all for joining us today to receive the information. So today I'll talk a little bit about the Mecklenburg County Homes Program. The Homes Program, which is helping out Mecklenburg's homeowners with economic support, is a program where we had grant funds allocated by the Mecklenburg County Board of County Commissioners to assist homeowners with their property tax bill. The deadline to apply is October 31st, 2021. So the deadline is fast approaching. So there is a grant amount associated with the Economic Assistance Program. The grant amount will be equal to 25% of the Mecklenburg County tax amount on your last available tax bill, rounded to the nearest dollar, not to exceed $340. So in our calculations, we do take your last tax bill and determine what you're eligible for, and that amount cannot exceed $340. Next slide. So you're probably asking, so what are some of the requirements? I know Brad talked about the requirements for the Homestead program and the other programs offered through the County Assessor's Office. There are some requirements as well for the Homes program. So applicants must meet the residency requirements. So the property has to be located in Mecklenburg County. You do again have to be a homeowner in Mecklenburg County. And the property, like I said, must be owned by the applicant and be the primary resident at the time of the application, at least for the last 3 consecutive years, as verified by the deed or the title that is actually recorded with Mecklenburg County Register of Deeds. The resident's name must be on the recorded deed or title, and when the qualifying person is not on the deed, but listed as the recorded life estate, the person can participate in the program as well. There is an income requirement for the program. So the applicant's total household income must not exceed 80% of the area median income as set by the Housing and Urban Development, which is HUD. And so we do look at total household income. And so if there's multiple people in the household working, we would request verification of income for all household members. And there you can see just kind of a snippet of a chart. It's based on, for instance, a family of 4, you'll see bolded there, that 80% income limit. That limit would be $67,350 for a household of 4. Next slide. There are some program considerations that we take into account as well for the program. So the applicants cannot be participants in or eligible to participate in any of the following programs. And Brad talked about the North Carolina Homestead Exclusion program, also the North Carolina Property Tax Homestead Circuit Breaker as well, the North Carolina Disabled Veterans Exclusion, and then the North Carolina Present Use Value program. The applicant cannot have more than one delinquent tax bill in the last 3 years as well. And if you don't know whether you qualify or participating in some of those programs, then we can certainly help you to determine that. The application process is really simple. It's a 1-page application. So applications can be emailed, they can be mailed in, they can be dropped at the Community Resource Center, which is also located at 3205 Freedom Drive. The applications can be submitted using the online fillable application or manually completed. So the applications, you just go online and you fill it out, you can print it out, use one of those avenues of mailing it or dropping it off or saving it and emailing it to us. The eligibility requirements, again, are based on your residency, your tax status, income, and those other program considerations that we just spoke about. The funds are granted in the order an approved application was received or until the funds are exhausted. We would like to say that we do have funds left. So we have funds available. We are still taking applications. We are boots on the ground with a great staff here at the Community Resource Center ready to receive those applications. Again, ways in which you can apply, you can come to 3205 Freedom Drive. We're located at Suite 1000. You can also pick up applications at the County Assessor's office as well. You can email us at 4homes@mecnc.gov or contact us via phone. That's 980-314-4663, or visit the website. And the website is mec.gov/4 homes. So there's lots of ways in which you can apply. So just a high level recap, a lot of information was shared. Just want to remind everyone that the program actually started July the 1st, that the program actually ends October 31st. So we are fast approaching the deadline. You must meet residency and program considerations. You must not have more than one property tax delinquency in the last 3 years. Your household income cannot exceed 80% of the area median income. The grant will not exceed more than $340. And then remembering that you can apply online, in person, or mail. Next slide. Any questions for me? I just want to ask that you share the information with your family, with your friends, anybody within your community. Just remembering that the program is for Mecklenburg County homeowners. Any questions for me? I think it's a great program. And as Brad stated, it's just an initiative to help relieve that burden that's sometimes associated with home ownership. Any questions for me?
Thank you so much, Carlo. So guys, I just want to reiterate, I know we just had someone that just joined us, but this information, we are recording today's presentation, and it will be posted to the library YouTube channel. So if you registered for this event, you will automatically get an email with a link to the recording, which will include all of the information that was just shared. And it will also include the links that were shared as well. So look to receive that within the next day or so. As Carlos shared, for the Homes Grant program, that does have a deadline of October 31st. So make sure if you want to apply for that, or you want to bring that, someone who would be qualified that you would like them to apply, make sure you get the word out as soon as possible. They can apply in person, on the internet through the link of the website, or they can do it by mail. For the programs that Brad spoke about, although the deadline was earlier this year, they are still accepting applications. They actually have a mechanism in place to be able, if you are qualified, you can still get into either one of those programs based on your eligibility and meeting the requirements. So please make sure you get the word out. We all know people that are impacted by the rising house costs. And this is some valuable resources around getting help paying those property bills so that we can keep people in place. So does anyone have any questions or any comments or any concerns that they want to bring while we've got our amazing guest speakers here?
I would just like to thank each one of you for presenting the information. It's very, very valuable. So I will definitely share it with my community and my friends as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you much.
In the immigrant community a lot, and they don't know about these things and what's available. And many of them are homeowners. So I'll share it with the community as well.
Awesome. Please do that. Please do that. And it's interesting you said that some of the groups that I reached out to were specific to that area to share the flyer for this program, because that is a big problem. And a lot of those areas that have concentrated immigrant people of color communities are the neighborhoods that are being impacted by the rising housing valuation. So that's I appreciate you saying that and spreading the word to those members of our community.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys so much. And I know another person just joined. So I just want to mention to the person that just joined, this program, we are recording this program, and it is going to be posted to the library's YouTube channel. If you registered, I have your email address, and you will automatically get an email to the link to the recording. If you did not register through the library's website, I would ask you to give me your email address in the chat, and I will make sure that you get the link to that as well. In particular, one of the programs, the one that Carlo covered, the Homes Grant Program, does have an October 31st deadline. So we want to make sure that we're getting this word out to everyone and they can get their application in to meet that deadline. And it can be done through email, through an online application, or in person at the Freedom Drive office. So if you did not register, please put your email address. Okay, got your email address. So I'll make sure that you get that link. I am hopeful to have that on the YouTube channel in the next day or two. So we will get you that recorded link ASAP so that we can keep spreading the word, guys.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. And again, thank you so much to Carlo and Brad. Thank you guys for putting this information together, for taking time. I know you guys are so swamped. I've seen your schedules. So thank you so much for carving time out to do this. And we are going to be continuing to partner, guys. So look to see more programs like this coming from us that are available, so that we can just spread the word about the available resources to our community. Oh, no problem at all. We're glad you joined. So thank you guys so much, and look to get that email. It'll be coming from me, T.O. Lewis at cmlibrary.org, and it will have the link to the recording. So look to get that soon. And thank you so much for your time, and thank you for your participation.